Imagine doing all the strength and conditioning work, being in exceptional shape, having a heart muscle probably stronger than Arnold's bicep, and still failing to perform a proper sprint in the 75th minute of a football game because you forgot to train your second heart. That was literally me getting a calf cramp or near to a calf cramp in almost every intense game I played. Always around the 75th minute, sometimes earlier, sometimes later. And sometimes I just felt the cramp coming and I had to slow down my game, literally hoping I don't have to perform another run or jump, because I knew with that jump or run, the calf cramp, boom, was here. So the calves were literally holding me back from performing to my full potential. Obviously, I knew I had to do something about it. So I looked up how to train your calf, ended up doing calf raises, got extremely sore from them, so I knew I was weak there. And I was hoping that will solve my calf cramps. But the results weren't as great as expected. I still had calf cramps. I remember one time I even had cramps in both legs, in both calves at the same time. That was shit. So I took magnesium, started to take magnesium. I felt like it got better a little bit, but I still couldn't go to my limit stamina-wise without getting close to a calf cramp. It really wasn't until I started to train my second heart that the calf cramps started to reduce. Now the big question is, how did I do that? Well, I started to do knee over toe calf raises. What's so special about those calf raises is that due to the bent knee, it targets a different calf muscle than if your knee was straight. Now the muscle that's targeted is your soleus, also known as your second heart, because it helps to pump blood from your feet and lower legs back to your heart muscle. So the more you train your soleus, the better the blood flow back to your heart. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but it gets even crazier when you learn more about how this muscle actually helps to improve your stamina and performance. The fact that it helps blood circulation, increasing the transportation of oxygen and essential nutrients alone, is directly linked to your body's performance. But not only that, your soleus is actually your strongest muscle pound for pound, so strong that it creates 50% of your vertical support force during running, which simply means that it makes running more effortless and provides you with more stability. And the interesting thing is that even when you're only standing, your soleus is constantly working against gravity to prevent your body from literally falling forwards. But now, before you go out there and perform tons of knee over toe calf raises to hit your soleus, which is great, don't forget to train your gastroc as well with straight leg calf raises, because they are both really important calf muscle. Let me explain you why. Training your gastroc makes you more explosive as it consists of fast twitch muscle fibers, but it is easily fatigued, whereas your soleus is slow twitch and not that explosive, but much more enduring. So if your calves are always tiring or even cramping up, it's time to work on your soleus that provides you with endurance and strength in your lower leg for the whole game. So by now, I hope you understand how much potential this muscle has to level up your game. But now let's look at how to strengthen it properly. The first way is to simply go up to a wall, standing on both legs, then driving your knees over your toes until the heels lift off the ground. And from there, simply push up through your toes. Pause and squeeze at the top, and then control back down. Make sure to not straighten your legs when raising up. Always keeping that knee bend is crucial so that we really hit that soleus. The progression to this is to perform it on one leg, then to add weight. With this progression alone, you will already make measurable results. But the most effective way to progressively overload is the seated calf machine. You notice that the knees are also bent, but you can progressively overload much better by simply adding weight. If your gym, like mine, doesn't have that machine, I simply use a heavy-ass dumbbell to create similar results. The absolute key for best gains is to move through the full range of motion. Full range means to go to your limit of ankle dorsiflexion, meaning your toes getting closer to your shin. Whether that's with knee over toe calf raises, where you push your knee forward until your heel lifts off the floor, or with the seated calf raise, where you elevate your toes to be able to go even deeper into that stretch. Another great way to hit that soleus is to push a heavy sled. Getting stronger through the full range will make sure your Achilles is protected effectively, reducing the risk of Achilles tears or tendinopathies or other lower leg injuries or even ankle injuries. And talking about ankle injuries, make sure to check out my video on how I no longer fear ankle sprains to really bulletproof your ankles. To me, it's still mind-blowing how I haven't heard of a single exercise on how to strengthen this muscle before I discovered ATG. But on the other hand, it's no surprise considering that the fitness industry, the medical industry managed to sell me that knees over toes was bad for my knees. So that's why on this channel, I will take you on my journey, teach you everything I've learned and I'm still continuing to learn to reach my athletic potential, optimizing my chances to perform better at my sport. That's it. I hope this video helped you. If yes, I'll be more than happy if you share this video with a friend that finally needs to hit that soleus, and subscribe for more performance gems. Peace out.